Hi and welcome back. In today's episode, I'm going to provide an overview of design thinking. Design thinking is a process for solving problems. According to PwC, innovation, problem solving, and creativity are some of the most highly sought after skills in today's modern world. And when we combine the fact that the world is changing faster than ever, it compels companies to reinvent and innovate in order to remain competitive. We can probably recall companies like Kodak or Blockbuster that were huge global winners that dominated their market, but they're no longer here. Design thinking process can unlock imagination to envision what does not already exist, generate ideas, and innovate by implementing creative ideas, whether you're a global company, small business, or a startup. At its core, design thinking is human-centered. First of all, it seeks to understand what is desirable by people, and then validate that and determine whether there is something that is technologically feasible or feasible within the setting of that organisation, and lastly, whether the idea is commercially viable. So design thinking can help you to understand customers' latent and unmet needs, reduce risk when developing new products or services, generate solutions that could make incremental progress or make giant leaps and transform your business. It can also help to create a culture of rapid iteration, learning by failing, and inclusive and not driven by egos. The design thinking model has often 5 phases. Firstly, empathize, which is about understanding your customer's world. Define, which is to determine the key insights and customer needs. Then ideate and create innovative ideas that are of value. And we do that through prototyping, where we're building mock-ups or minimum viable products and services that are authentic enough for customers to experience and interact with them. And also while we're doing that, we're testing and iterating the prototypes with real-world users. So look, while there's a lot of value in what I just detailed, one of the best models that I've come across is the duck tree model. And that was created by Christian Walsh. It sounds funny, but it is an acronym for discovery, understanding, creating, testing, resourcing, and implementation. Now, implementation and resourcing are key for innovation, and often that's where innovative ideas will fall over. And we're going to be discovering a lot of that in the upcoming episodes. The design thinking principles, of which there are 4, are firstly people-centric. After all, it's all about people, solving problems for people in the real world. Diverse collaboration. So in collaborating with people of many varied backgrounds, viewpoints, and cognitive styles in order to increase the chances of more robust insights and solutions emerging. And we do that all with an optimistic growth mindset. Being optimistic has proved to allow more creative thinking, whereas constraints are seen as creative opportunities and problems are embraced and viewed as solvable, no matter how big the problem is or how small. And we do that through experiential learning and testing, our way to success, which is the standard way of operating for innovation. And in that way, we're able to remove our biases and egos and acting on evidence from actual customers and their actions. Underpinning everything is a design thinking mindset. Design thinking itself is a philosophy. It has an overarching way of thinking about problem solving in a human-centric way. And it's these mindsets that are essential. The most critical mindsets are curiosity. Curiosity is about digging deeper to find out the core needs and insights, seeing things with a beginner's mind so as to not settle for the obvious. Then there's creativity. A creative mind will look at possibilities and create choices, challenging all the assumptions and the way things have been done before, by exploring alternatives and disregarding any implied rules. And lastly is clarity. Once you have a deep understanding and have travelled far along the process, taking others along the journey with you, providing clear communication and clarity of decisions is essential. The key takeaway for today about design thinking is that design thinking has the power to transform businesses and solve big and small problems. While you don't need to be a creative person, following and trusting the process and the techniques that we're going to explore in later episodes is essential to uncover customer needs, to consider possible solutions, and deliver desirable, feasible, and viable solutions. If you enjoyed today's episode, then please share it with one other person who needs to hear the message. Until next time, here's to your success.